Mhm. God showed me something today, um, in a very unexpected way. Every time we go online and we see content, there's good content and then there's demonic content. You do realize, or let me explain what happened to me today. Maybe you see it too. Maybe you see it too. The things that we interact with every day, if you concentrate on God and read the Bible, you can see the demons. They are sent by the devil who reports to God to trick us to go down a path. You see a bevy of beautiful Instagram models, and you say, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. That girl looks wonderful. But somewhere in there, there's a demon trying to get you to go down a path of lust. I believe that demon's name is Asmodeus. You see, everything that we do in this world, every interaction that we have is a spiritual war for our souls. So the people that we interact with, some are righteous, some are lost, and some are demonic. And now that is flooded into social media as well. Today I saw Beyond the Veil. Today, I did. The devil is not a red creature with a tail. It's a spirit that can enter into other humans here on earth, and they can then do the devil's bidding and become demonic. And then what happens is they team up to work against those who are spiritual, who believe in God and are trying to walk the path of righteousness. I understand, Rival Thanos, if you feel that this is boring. Maybe one day in your life, God will challenge you and you will see exactly what He wants you to see. But it may not be your time yet. It may not be. Hello. That's great. I'm glad. Um, there's someone in the comments here named Rivals Thanos who wants to get me off track, not realizing that he is one of those demons. It's the funny thing about demons is they don't even know who they're working for. See, if you're demonic, you work for God because you report to the devil. And the devil was sent by God to test us. So thank you for your comments. You're doing the Lord's work, even though you wish to do the devil's work. The veil moment was seeing the demons and angels within people. Today I saw it. How you doing there, Frank? Yes. I don't know who that is. I'm glad that you support him. Yes. Can you see where we're writing in the text? Yes, I can. Everyone who's commenting, I appreciate it. I really do. Your life is yours, and you are free to do with whatever you want with it. You really are. But you might reach that point one day, like I did today, where you find out that there are a lot of pieces. God is just sending in different people with different spirits attached to them. And if you read the Bible and you try to be a righteous person, you will see them. You will see them right off the bat. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Anybody that you follow, let's just use social media. You follow somebody. Think, are you following that person because it's the right thing to do, or does it feed into one of your sins? Because if it feeds into one of your sins, that channel will drag you down a path where more demons will attack you and try and destroy you. That's why, for me, one of my biggest problems has been lust, okay? So if you choose to indulge that, it's a trap. They're breadcrumbing you. Oh, look at this wonderful path. Imagine a wonderful path in the woods with berries and a breeze. And they keep breadcrumbing you. Come on down this path. Come on down. It's great. And down there at the end of that path, they're going to try and get you to sell your soul. That's what it is. That's the veil. We're all here in this world interacting, but if you stay closer to God, you can actually see who the righteous people are and who the demonic people are. Mm-hmm. Okay, Heather, thank you. Okay. We have someone as a Muslim calls the discussion about religion is boring because it cannot be taken seriously. We're not taking scripture truth. This isn't about religion. It's not about religion. This is about connecting to God, the universe, higher source, the divine. This isn't about any religion. Yesterday I was talking about Hinduism and Buddhism. I wear a crucifix, which is a Christian symbol. I don't discriminate against anyone's religion. If you believe it's boring, that's fine, but I don't think it's boring to have your soul tormented. I don't think it's boring to talk about individuals whose sole purpose in the world is to destroy, usually for money. Some people will do anything for money. Mm-hmm. Yes, one of my eyes is red. I had a vitrectomy, Heather. Yes. On this eye, I had a vitrectomy about 2 months ago. I lost my vision in my right eye. And I went to a vision center in Santo Domingo, in Dominican Republic, and they were able to reattach my retina. And I can see now, but my eye is red and I have distorted vision. And I'm thankful to God that I can see, yes, but I can see. So, if you guys one day come to the point where you can see behind the veil, that's going to be the day where God is asking you, what do you want to do? Now you can see the devils. Now you can see the righteous. Now, which side do you want to be on? Can God use you? Or are you just going to reject what I've showed you today and just continue to live your life for your own selfish desires? That's what it's about. Okay? No, it's okay, Heather. It's okay. That's what happens when you get older. I'm 44. That's what happens. It's pretty common. What's more important is that the doctors and God saved my vision. I can see out of my eye. Thank God. It's a little red, sure. And it looks a little bit different than my left eye, but it's a real blessing. I'm very thankful for it. One of the ladies who helped me there, she was helping me do the forms. I was so nervous the day that I went in there. One of the ladies who helped me, she actually lost her right eye from eye cancer. And I didn't know it until we started talking and I was filling out the forms to get consent for them to perform the surgery. Her name's Arlovia. She's a wonderful woman, but she was so upbeat. And she actually lost her eye to eye cancer. Yeah, she did. Good job, Heather. I appreciate you sharing that and making the choice that is correct for you, because that's what it is. You know, we all have a choice here, and I believe there are angels and demons. I believe there are chosen ones. I believe there's people who God assists, has an anointing on their life, and helps them to recognize things on their path. Me doing demonic and evil things and selfish things and indulgent things and lustful things is actually like awoken me to just how evil it can be. And that's the funny thing. That's how God works. God, demons are commissioned by God to come and tempt your life, not to destroy it, but to wake you up. That's why I say if people are evil or demonic or they attack you, let them attack you. You know where it came from. Now you should stand up for yourself. I don't mean like physically attacking you. I mean, if the demons come and tempt you, then you know God is telling you have something to work on, or He's trying to wake you up to something. hmm Because they work for the devil, who works for God. Sometimes God allows our own ugliness to be the catalyst to become a righteous person. hmm I'm sure, Philip, that's where I get more, but there's only 2 likes, and that's what I meant at the top. And also, you have 2 legs. Yes, I have 2 legs. That's right. Well, I'm not sure I understand completely your comment, Heather, but thank you for writing it. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying hi there, Seto Kandra. So, when I went out riding today, I threw up. hmm And I started feeling lightheaded. I pulled over to the side of the road. You see, I still have some stains on my shirt. I threw up. And it came to me clear as day. It really did. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. It came to me clear as day what God was trying to show me, because I was in my mind earlier this morning about what to do. And the important thing that I need all of you to realize is it doesn't matter where you are, where you go in this world, how much money you have, what access you have, what language you speak. You can either choose the path of righteousness or the path of darkness. Now, if you see somebody living their life in a way that is not according to what you believe it should be, it may be because God hasn't called on them yet to make the change. In this world, we all go through our own karmic and spiritual lessons. So if you see somebody doing something that you feel is unrighteous or wrong, you can mention to them, you can speak about, hey, have you read the Bible? Have you thought about cleansing your spirit? Have you thought about balancing out your chakras? Have you thought about trying to do things God's way? Because you don't want to force it on them, because you don't know where they are in their life, and you don't know what God's plan is for that person's life. You don't know. They could be on that path because they have to learn a spiritual lesson that will later on ignite their path of righteousness. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna read what you say here. Islam teaches us that the devil is an enemy to humans, and we should take it as our sworn enemy. I agree with that. Every breath, every thought, and every action should be focused on how we defeat our enemy, the devil. That is, I actually agree with that, 100%. 100% I agree with that. That is a wonderful statement. One of the things I learned today is that the devil doesn't really just attack you, like jump out and attack you. He slowly tries to lead you astray. Breadcrumbing slowly tries to lead you astray, And he'll send in demons to find out what your desires are. so that he can exploit them and try to replace them with a demonic surrogate, okay? So for me, my problem has been lust, right? I want to find a companion, a wife, a life partner, okay? And when the devil figures that out, what he'll do is, because God knows what you like. The devil knows what you like too. Devil knows what you like. So the devil's going to send you someone who looks like you want, talks like you want, smells like you want, acts like you want, does the things that you want her to do. But if you walk with God, you'll be able to see the truth of her spirit. And if you can't see behind the veil, then you will be tricked. The devil will trick you in all ways, in all desires, and all sins, and lead you down the path of destruction. He'll send in an agent of destruction. Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. So, as I've been contemplating, as God has been trying to get my attention, I realize now that I really have been led astray. And maybe some of you all have as well. The devil's been pulling me into a trap where he can spring that trap and destroy my life. Put me in jail, or cause me to have a disease, lose my health, lose my sanity, lose my family, lose my joy. That's the one thing that the devil likes most. He hates to see you smile, especially when he's putting you through all this adversity. Why is he smiling? Because you can see the truth. You know what he's doing. He's just executing God's plan, not even realizing that that's who he works for. I'm looking over some of these Bible quotes here. I'm not just ignoring you guys. I'm just like looking on my laptop here. Just looking over some of these verses. Here's what I'm talking about right here, okay? 1 John 4, 1 through 3. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. That's what I'm talking about. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. By this, you know the Spirit of God. That's what I saw today, behind the veil. It's not about people's skin color or beauty or looks or financial status. If you walk and you have faith and you try to get closer to God, he will show you individuals' spirit. And you should be able to determine if they are sent by the devil or if they are a righteous brother of yours or sister in faith. And that's what I saw today. We can easily be led astray by attractiveness, physical attractiveness, money, greed, wine and good food and women and opulence is a very, very strong weapon of the devil. Now, it's not that God does not want you to have those things. It's just that understanding when something enters your life, is it from the divine or is it a trick of the devil? And if you can see people's spirits, then it's a lot easier for you to discern whether you should accept that individual's entrance into your life or reject it. May the Lord make your journey easier, a smile in tough times in the way of the righteous. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your quote about the Islamic religion. That was actually a very good quote that you stated there, and I believe it's true. Thank you so much. So I guess I don't want to drag on too long. It's been 20 minutes now. I just wanted to tell you guys about my morning. I hope you all find your path in life, and if you're still at that stage where you have to go through your spiritual or karmic lessons, then I understand. God is moving you on a different path and a different timeline. We all have our journeys, and we all have what God asks of us. And some of us are still, going through our dark phase, our phase of trials and tribulations and trying to discover what is real to us as it leads up to a test where God will ask you, now you've experienced your life, you've seen the world, you've seen things for the way they are, and I want you to choose now. I want you to choose which path that you're on. I want you to choose how I can use you in this world. Because God's going to use you either way. If you want to be demonic, he's going to use you. He might use you to be a demon to someone else to get them on their right path, but God's going to use you. He's going to use you either way. I hope that many of you wake up. I'm glad that some of you have already woken up. Very glad. I hope that you feel God's love and peace. And I hope when it's your time to be tested and make a decision, that you choose to go the way that feels right to your heart. Both ways are difficult. And life's not easy, no matter what you believe. But it is a test. And I want to see so many of you make the right decision. Make the decision that's right for you. And I hope that God shows you what you need to see in a way that only you would understand. I love everybody. I love you all for watching. I love my enemies. I forgive you all for all that you have done. Blessings to the righteous and those who are in good faith trying to help so many in this world. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to read the Bible. And I'll come back on later, hopefully. I'll come back on later. I'm going to think now. I'm probably going to pray a little bit. Drink my water. And keep growing every day. Okay, guys, appreciate you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.